Hello, welcome to my channel, DIY with Aurea. Today's another open collaboration. I'm going to tell you about that a little later, but now let me show you these candle holders that I purchased at the thrift store for 50 cents. I'm so excited. I purchased 8 and I'm going to give it 2 coats with this linen white chalk paint. I'm gonna put them to the side while it dries. I'm coming in with this wooden block from Dollar Tree, and these are gonna be the legs for this tier tray. This tray had different legs on it at one time, but I removed them, and now I'm gonna be replacing it with these wooden blocks. At one time I had this tray and it was more glam, but now I want to turn it more into farmhouse. So I'm adding the jute twine just to give it that look, because I don't want to remove the mirrors because I really truly do love the mirrors. So I'm going to go ahead and take this jute twine and wrap it around both of the handles. Now this platter is completed. I'm going to put it to the side and come in with the second one. And this one is also recycled. I actually have a video that I did some time ago. If I find it, I'll leave it down in my description box so you can go ahead and check it out. But in the meantime, you remember those candle holders? We're going to come back and put a lots of hot glue over here. And we are going to be gluing 2 of them, one on each side. I'm a little off frame here, but I'm adding more glue on the other side of this candle holder, and then the second tray, I'm going to be placing it right on top of the first one. And now we have our second layer. I wanted this tier tray to look a little bit more farmhouse, so I decided to add jute twine to the candle holders. This is something that I should have done before, but no big deal. It was pretty easy. All you do is just use a little bit of hot glue and then just take the jute twine and just go around it a couple of times and then tuck it in with some more hot glue on the top, and this is it. So I did this to all 4 candle holders. So let's go ahead and work on the last layer. I'm gonna do the same thing. A little bit of hot glue and just glue it on the second tier tray. And now for the final process, a little bit more of hot glue, and then we'll just take this tray and place it right above the second one. And this is it for this beautiful tiered tray. Every third Saturday of each month, we have an open collaboration, and it is being hosted by myself, DIY with Aurea, along with Ray from One Way Designs 238. And today's co-hosts are Mimi from Twisted Serenity and Loli from Loli D's Creations. In today's collab, we have to create minimum of 5 summer DIYs for a tier tray. The links to their channels will be linked in my description box along with the playlist. Please make sure to subscribe, share, and like to their channels, and let's continue with our next DIY. I have this little plaque that I am in love with it. I'm gonna take this little piece of rope and I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to be gluing one of these strings of rope, and I'm gonna glue it right on top of this frame, and I'm gonna repeat that twice, and one on the bottom of the frame. this little leftover star from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and place it right here in the middle. I also have some greenery, and I'm just gonna start putting it here and there wherever my eyes feel happy. These stars are so beautiful. I've done several projects with them and I don't stop liking them. As you can see, I'm just putting some of this greenery right in here, and I took that third piece of rope and I just go ahead and put it right here on the bottom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take those furry hairs from that rope just to make it look nice and cohesive. Be careful, do not get burned. And now let's go ahead and start with our second DIY. I have this seahorse that I'm gonna be giving it one coat with white chalk paint along with these two starfish. And this beautiful cutting board from Aldi's. I'm going to take these two pieces here. I thought I was going to be using the second star, but I'm going to be using it for a later DIY. In the meantime, I'm going to come in with this jute twine, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around several times to this cutting board. Go ahead and add more jute twine to the bottom of the board. I thought it was looking kind of plain, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around twice. And coming back with the lighter just to get all of these hairs out of here, and this second DIY is completed. I like these colors that I chose. What are your favorite colors? Leave it in the comment section. And these two little buckets I'm recycling. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some hot glue and some of these shells. I'll be putting one row of shells around the lid. This is going to come out so beautiful. And as you can see, I'm leaving the jute twine the way it is because I think it gives it character. Got some leftover Spanish moss. I'm gonna put some inside the bucket along with some greenery, and this is it for this beautiful yet simple DIY. I also have a second bucket that I will be doing the same thing to it, and the final review, of course, you will see at the end of the video. On this second bucket, I'm just gonna add one simple shell right here. Look at how gorgeous that looks. And the final review will be at the end of the video. Stay tuned. I also have this, oh my god, I thought this was so beautiful. I got this at the Dollar Tree and it brings 3 little pictures instead of 1. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm taking this jute twine and I am going to be wrapping it in every corner twice. And of course, this is also going to go to that tier tray. So I'm just going to add this little Jingle Black back here so it could have a leg to stand on. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and burn those furry hairs and the starfish that we had left over from our first project. I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it right here in the corner. And this is it for this beautiful DIY. I am loving it. Let's move on to our next DIY. I have this mason jar and I gave it it 2 coats with white chalk paint. And I'm also going to go ahead and come in with this shell, and I am going to glue it right in the front with some hot glue. And if you are new to my channel, this little girl here, her name is Diva, and you will also see her all the time in my videos. She is the movie star, and she loves when somebody subscribes to my channel and says hi to her. So before you leave, make sure to say hello to Diva. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this metal piece back on the mason jar with plenty of hot glue. And of course, we are using a lot of jute twine on this video. So more jute twine, and like that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around the neck of this mason jar twice. I also want to remind you that this is part of an open collaboration. Please make sure to visit Ray from One Way Designs 238, also Mimi from Twisted Serenity, and Loli from Loli's D's Creation. You'll find all the way from glamorous DIYs to farmhouse. Please make sure to visit these talented creators along with the playlist. And now let's go ahead and continue on with this beautiful DIY. And I am going to also add some more greenery along with a small shell. And once that is done, off camera, I went on and I lost the footage, so I just added some more jute twine in the bottom of the mason jar. And I will be distressing it. And I also want to thank you for visiting my channel, whether you are a new viewer or a return subscriber. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me that big thumbs up. I hope you consider subscribing to see more content like this. Your support means the world to me. And now, once I'm done with this, I also have an anchor from the Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna go ahead and add this little piece of jingle black back here. I'm gonna add 2 pieces just to make sure that it will stand up. And this is it for all of these DIYs. And now let's get ready for the final reveal.